we are wrapping up the first month of 2025, and I want to share with you all the things that I have been loving during this first month of the year. Obviously, the thing that I loved the very most was our family trip to Maui. Was an epic moment, and what a way to wrap up 2024 and enter recharge with positive energy to this new year 2025. Aside to the trip, we had been taking a couple like close by trips, nothing like far away, except for one impromptu trip to Las Vegas. Literally, we went for just a couple days, and one of the bags that have served me a lot during those trips has been this little beauty. Is my Chanel Classic Flap, a small size from the 21P collection. And yes, I sourced this bag on the pre-loved market. I'm gonna be very honest with you, I was so nervous. I only have gotten another bag from the pre-loved market, and I'm sure most of you share the same feelings and thoughts about getting something pre-loved to be scammed. And I'm so happy I came across to Legit Grails, which is a luxury authentication online service. They offer authentications on over 250 brands like Chanel, Hermes, Dior, and in multiple categories, not only bags, but also jewelry, clothing, shoes, you name it, which I found it fabulous. I found myself many times finding items that are on my wish list, but hesitating whether to get it or not, because perhaps where I found it, the authentication service that they are offering is not too convincing for me. And that is when Legit Grails come in so handy, because they are not working in partnership or in collaboration or in conjunction with any service or brand in a specific, which makes them 100% impartial. And their service is pretty straightforward. You just need to go to their website, click on the authentication service. You can search for the brand that you're trying to authenticate. Like my case, it was Chanel. And once you find the brand, you just click on the brand and it will show authenticate now. It will prompt you to take pictures of your piece, not only the overall picture, but very close-up images. It will prompt you absolutely everything. Think that to me, it was so seamless. It was like, okay, look for this part, then close up here. The instructions were not only specific, but they had images related to it that made it so easy to know exactly what they were looking for. And after you upload all these images, then it will prompt you how fast you need the authentication, which I find it fabulous, because if you know a bag like this, not only being a Chanel Classic Flap, but this specific color from this specific collection is very hard to find. So people act super fast. They just keep flying out of the window. Or perhaps, I don't know, you're visiting an area and you find the perfect bag and you want to make sure it is real. You want to take all those images. They offer a 30-minute service, which is so convenient. They also offer a 24-hour service if you don't need it like super fast. But knowing myself, knowing in what rush I was, I chose the 30-minute service. And yes, everything came in 30 minutes. It was pretty prompt, although there were a couple pictures that they didn't thought they were like clear enough. So I had to go back to it and, you know, like resend them the pictures. And I really love that process because they are truly looking for that attention to detail. Nothing passes by like, oh yes, this is so easy. Yes, the service is easy, but they want to make sure they got all the details. Once you submit it, they use a combination of in-house authenticators and AI, which I found it super interesting. So they have the eyes of humans that are very familiar with these pieces, in addition to give that extra security using AI. I think the combination of both, it just made it feel a lot more safe. And when the results are ready, if your piece is authentic, you also get a certificate of authentication, which it is extremely important because Say you want to pass this along, like myself, to my daughters, or perhaps if I find myself in need or I do not want the piece anymore and I want to sell it, having a certificate of authentication when you're buying pre-loved, it is beyond important. They also offer 24/7 customer service, which I put it to the test on my second authentication, which was this bag that friends. I bought it a couple years ago from a very reputable brand, but I thought, you know what? Might as well. Why I don't get another certificate of authentication and just be 100% sure that, like, peace of mind is so important. And the customer service, they were so responsive, thing that I appreciate so much. And overall, I think that the price that they charge for authenticating your pieces, it is very small in comparison to the big peace of mind they are providing. And after trying their services, I went ahead and request a discount code for all of you. If you need to authenticate a piece, you can use the code Jackeline15, which will give you 15% off on your first authentication services with Legit Grails. Overall, I feel extremely happy with their services, the seamless process. I'm very grateful to Legit Grails to partner up on today's video with me and to bring you that peace of mind to all of you. So if you have a bag that you have not yet authenticated or you're looking for something in the pre-loved market and you want to make sure it is authentic, is a real thing, I highly suggest you check the link that I will be leaving on the description box below and take advantage of the benefits of using an authentication service like Legit Grails. So yes, this bag has been so wonderful to me. I love how it just matches with everything. I have been using a lot of, like, per usual, black, white, but also a lot of burgundy tones, and this baby, it just combines well with everything. And talking about this bag and Chanel too, another bag that I have been using quite a bit that goes again with to me, it's kind of like a neutral tone. At least I see it that way. I feel that way because it goes with black, it goes with beige tones, with browns, with burgundy too. It is this other seasonal bag from Chanel that I got it was last year. Sorry, I don't even remember anymore. I think it was last year or the year before. My goodness me. Losing my mind. But this is very much like the classic flap, but it is adjustable, and I really love that it has this little camellia. In fact, on the newest collection from Chanel, I think right now is the 25P collection, they just relaunched this bag in not only pink but also black. If you have not got your hands on this baby and you don't want to spend the money on a classic flap, I will highly suggest you to take this one. It was the medium size. It comes in two different sizes. It doesn't have the double flap, so there's no additional, flap. The compartment is just super big, and you can use it crossbody, shoulder strap too. It does have the Mona Lisa pocket. So if you see it side by side, these and these, I mean, they are just so alike. It's a different kind of leather though. This is lambskin, and this one, although it's lambskin, is more like a matte lambskin kind of leather. So good. I have also seen it on different pre-loved sites like Fashion File, which in fact, it just came to me. Fashion File is having the Lunar New Year sale. Happy Lunar New Year for all of you who celebrate the Lunar New Year. But anyhow, the Fashion File sale is so good because I think it's I don't remember the code. It's something snake. Again, all those details will be in the description box below. But if you spend something of $1,000, you get $100. Something of $3,000, $300 off, and $6,600 off, something along those lines, which I feel is fabulous. I have a couple pieces on my wish list, which I have found them in Fashion File, and I'm like, should I get them? Should I get them right now? And I'm pretty sure I may pull the trigger at least on one piece, and definitely using Legit Grails to make sure it's authentic, because it's always nerve-wracking to buy something that is luxury pre-love and that you're paying a high price tag. Another bag, and this is my last bag that I will be talking about. I promise you, we will go into makeup and other things. But this other baby that I also bought it from the pre-loved market, it is my very first Louis Vuitton keep-all bag with this beautiful, like oversized monogram. This was from the By the Pool collection of 2021, and I have the on-the-go bag from this collection. I love this print. I think it's just so good. And when I knew we were going to Maui, I was like, that gave me a little bit of like, okay, why not getting a keep all bag from Louis Vuitton, and not only have served me for that trip of Maui, but also when I went to Las Vegas, I went ahead and used this bag, and it just fits so well on top of my carry-on. Easy to open, easy to just grab my stuff. It's not too big. This is the size 45. I love the color, and just like my on the go, if I take this off, or like, if I look it up like this way, it's a neutral color, so it's not just like, with a flower, obviously it looks more tropical, more for like a tropical vacation, but without the flower, it is not every day, but a travel bag that works for any occasion. I love every aspect of it. It's super easy to carry it this way if you're not carrying something like too heavy too, like if you just want to put a crossbody or shoulder strap too. The only thing that I would love to get for this bag, I know Louis Vuitton, they carry an extra strap to just strap it to your carry-on. I asked in the boutique in Hawaii, but they didn't have it available, sadly. So I need to purchase it. I think I can purchase it online, so I may just need to place an order like that, or even go to the pre-loved market and save some more money. Another thing that I have, and I'm just so grateful to my husband for this gift, is the DJI Pocket 3 camera. This camera films so beautifully. I'm planning to try with this camera to film another type of videos, just sit down videos. But this camera, if you're going for trips and you want to vlog, or you just want to keep like any footage for yourself, if you have watched my Hawaiian vlog, you can see like the panoramic images that this camera took. It is incredible. It is incredible. It just has an integrated gimbal, so it doesn't seem like you are bouncing or moving or shaking while you're walking. It just gives such a smooth footage. Absolutely obsessed with this thing. And it also comes with a microphone, which I'm not very used to use the microphone, like I'm talking like that. I do have a microphone right here in front of me, but I'm not usually carrying one or having one lapel one. This so worth it. I think it costs like around $600-$700. If you had been eyeing it, I will say go for it. This is such a good camera. Look at that. It looks like little E.T. I just love it so much. I truly love it. And the battery lasts for a long time too. Just so good. Such a great investment. If you are a content creator, I will highly suggest, and mostly if you do vlogging, don't wait too long. This is really good quality, 4K resolution with the mic, very nice panoramic kind of film. I don't know like the many terms of a filmmaker, but this is just so amazing. So happy I got it. And a jewelry piece that I'm just completely in love with, complete obsession. It is my new tennis bracelet. This is from the brand Linear, made of 14 karat solid gold with lab-grown diamonds that they shine so much. It sparkles so beautifully. It's tiny, it's delicate, but it's beautiful. I don't need to use it with this bracelet necessarily to just look incredibly amazing. It's just so pretty, friends. So pretty, so delicate, and such a great price. And I do have a discount code with Linear that I will be leaving on the description box below if you want to see some of their jewelry pieces. They do not only have tennis bracelets, they do have rings, earrings, necklaces, you name it. They have such an assortment of pieces, a lot of them made out of solid gold with lab-grown diamonds, and some other ones made with vermeil Chanel and another kind of stones or pearls. So they have just a great variety of pieces at different price points. Big shout out to these sunglasses from Chanel. Not only they are nice oversized with this butterfly design, it does say Chanel right there. So cute. So cute. But they are also polarized, and I have used them so much in Maui. I mean, before I was using it too. I really love to use them when I'm driving too, because it just protects me from the sun, the sunlight. So they are so good and very, very comfortable too. So big shout out to these sunnies. I always love Chanel sunglasses. I know that they are pricey, but to me they are worth it, and I really love the polarized ones too. Another great must-have from the Maui blog is this sun hat. It is by Eric Javits. Eric Javits, I think it is the way to pronounce it. But this has a UPF 50 plus, so maximum UV protection. The rim is so big and in charge. I mean, you have seen me, if you have watched my Maui blog, you have seen me wearing this baby so many times. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Just like, I love the brim. It's just so big and in charge, and it's just like covers it all. Super, super, super cute. Did I flatten in my hair? Well, that's okay, whatever. But it just served the purpose. I love the color. It comes in different colors too. So if you like black or other colors, they have them in different colors. So pretty, and I received so many compliments by using it. But the most important thing, it is I didn't get a sunburn. At least on my face, I didn't get a sunburn. I got a little bit of sunburn on my back, but it was tiny. It was just on one strap. It must be because someone needs to rub in really well and apply the sunscreen. It wasn't me. It was someone else. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want anybody to get upset with me because I mentioned it. I said it. But yeah, the sun hat 100% must have. It hasn't been too cold here in the area that I live just recently, mostly at night. But when I went to Las Vegas, oh my gosh, it was freezing. Mostly because it was so windy, and I was like, oh. And I'm so happy I took my Reese long coat. This, I got it, I'm pretty sure, during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I'm pretty sure it was during that time. It's not super heavy, but it just warmed me up so nicely, and it was so good even when I was inside the resort, just cruising by. I didn't feel like, overwhelming me hot, but it protected me during like the cold wind that was passing by. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you want to see a Las Vegas vlog. I vlog a little. It was mostly shopping stuff, but I don't know. I want to get more vlogs out, and the Maui vlog got some views. I mean, good amount of views, but I wish it would have gotten more views. And for that, I need your support. So let me know what type of content you want to see. If you like to see vlogs, shopping vlogs in a specific. The Maui vlog was partially a shopping vlog too, but anywho. Let me know what type of content you want to see more. I'm trying to plan out everything like a good agenda per month, so that way you kind of have an expectation of like, okay, this is what Jacqueline's gonna cover, right? Not only shopping on hauls, but also trips, Amazon stuff too. I want to do some vlogging for the home too. So let me know what you want to see. To me, that is so valuable, so important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe with the post notification bell on, because you may not be receiving a notification that I have uploaded a video or missing out on a video that may be a lot of fun and distract you overall. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel with that post notification bell on. And by the way, if you're on Instagram and TikTok, I'm there too. I know TikTok got restored, who knows for how long, but I'm there too. So come and follow me there so we can grow our family on all the platforms, because as we can tell with what happened with TikTok, it can happen with any other platforms, which takes me to other ideas that I will share with you in another moment. But you know that I also cover a lot of beauty and makeup reviews here on my channel. So what I have been loving during this month, and sincerely at the beginning of the month, because I came back from Hawaii and I wasn't really using much makeup in there, I just kept going the same way for another week. Just being very simplistic. But then I tried some products that I'm truly in love. A couple of them being foundations. The new Hourglass Illusion Foundation, so good. It is super, like, it's not super glowy, but it does have this beautiful luminous finish, non-heavy. It looks incredible. In fact, it is the foundation that I have on today. Oh, it's just wonderful. I feel like I have nothing on my skin. Likewise, the new Forever Hydra Nude Foundation, which it is a reformulation from another foundation that it was called Natural Hydra. I don't remember, but anyhow, very much alike to that foundation, but this one doesn't oxidize as the other one. Now, the difference between these two, this one is more glowy than this one. This one just have a very beautiful filter luminous finish that is just to die for. So I had been gravitating towards this one mainly, but just, going back and forth because I wanted to try more. And then a big surprise for me, and I say a big surprise because I have used Merit foundation in the past when it was the previous packaging, the very long one, the one that came with very little amount of product. And I think they have made some tweaks on the formulation. Oh my goodness, when I apply this foundation stick, it looks so good. It gives me mostly like a medium coverage right away. I was able to use it underneath the eyes, and oh my gosh, it lasted all day long. It looks so beautiful. I received so many compliments about my skin the day that I was wearing this specific foundation. And then since then, I had been incorporating it a lot more during the days that I'm applying makeup. So it has been, like I said, mainly the Hourglass, the Merit, and from time to time, the one from Dior. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on each of these formulas. This one is more of like a natural finish foundation. My perfect finish though is the one from Hourglass, the Illusion one. Now this is going to be super controversial for a lot of you, but if you have been watching my videos, you know that I purchased that new Givenchy Prise Libre loose setting powder, the reformulated one in the small size. And I didn't want to make a full-on review or a separate review because there were so many already done, and it was just overwhelming the amount of people that were upset about the reformulation. And this is where the controversy comes. I'm actually happy about this formula. I know many of you are going to be like, no, but the previous formulation was just perfect. Well, this is the thing. I'm a person that I do not like to powder. And I feel like using powder underneath my eyes ages me quite a bit because I do have a lot of fine lines underneath my eyes. And although I really enjoy the Givenchy Prise Libre loose setting powder, the previous version, the OG version, I was very light-handed with it. With this one, I can go with this Beauty Blender puff. Oh my gosh, my under eye area doesn't look as matte. It does have a little bit of luminosity, sets the concealer so well, and it's not as luminous as it may seem like. I don't know, some people say like this is just way too luminous, that they just put perhaps, I don't know, mica in it, whatever is the case. But to me, I mean, I'm just gonna put it right there. To me, it's still matte. It does have a tiny bit of luminosity. You see right there when I'm moving this area here, but it's the slightest. So it just acts in favor, at least to me, to reflect a little bit that light without being a luminizer and just bring life to that under eye area. I'm sorry if I disappoint you because I'm telling you that I like this formula more, but I have to be very truthful. I'm not upset. I'm upset in a way for other people that they do not have the previous formula. I think Givenchy could have launched this powder and call it the luminous one, and just target also a market like mine that we needed more of like a soft effect with a subtle luminosity and not be the demi matte of the previous formula. I mean, like, I know I'm complicating myself, but I love it. So that's what I wanted to share with all of you. Now, blushes. We are still on a big kick with blushes, and I have to tell you that I'm dead with this gorgeous blush from Hermes. Is Rose Allée. This is just stunning. Such a stunning blush. Super soft, super silky. I do have it right here on the center. I have something else on the back. It's just amazing. Amazing. The shade, it does have a little bit of warmth. It's kind of that golden hour kind of shade, but it does have a dash, like a sprinkle of pink in it that makes it just like sun-kissed, youthful. It's just so good. It's not matte. It does have a satiny finish. It does have a tiny bit of luminosity that is not too heavy either. Now, what I do have on the back side here, it is by YSL, one of their new Make Me Blush powder blushes in the shade, I think it's Restless Rose number 93. Love the packaging, but love the product. The pigmentation is exquisite. They have two finishes, silky satin and velvet matte. The silky satin are the ones that I love the most. The velvet mattes are good, but they are, to my point of view, a little bit too pigmented. You have to tap your brush on a palette or your skin or a tissue paper just to make sure you get the excess out. In terms of the pigmentation, I think it's good because for those who have deeper complexions, it's gonna work. To me, for my complexion, I like the ones with a satin finish because they are pigmented, but I'm able to control the pigment a little bit more. I still need to play more around with it, but Restless Rose, one of my favorite shades, it does have these, let me just show it to you. It's more of that pinky coral tone. Gorgeous. Let me show you the one from Hermes. And this, you have 3 shades in it. So, see, I have it right here. This is way lighter than the ones from YSL. And then another one that I had been going for really is this gorgeous shade, also from YSL, 44 Nude Lavalier. And this has more of a cooler undertone to it, you see? That's the one right in the middle. If you haven't watched my review, I will highly suggest you to do so. I also have a TikTok just going over swatches if that's all what you want to see. And I also have a shorts video where I show the swatches on my arm too, just in case if any of that type of content will serve you of any help. For highlighter, going as strong as still with this baby by Hermes. I don't know if they have it available still or not, but if you haven't grabbed it yet, 100% go ahead and grab it. Another rediscover for me is that Victoria Beckham Beauty contour stick in the shade Marble. That's the one that I'm using, and I started using it because when I came back from my trip, and it maybe because of the traveling, I got really puffy and my face looked like more round than ever. So I thought, you know what, I need to chisel my jawline and all of that, just, you know, so I don't look too puffy. And I love the conveniency of this product. Aside to the conveniency, the way that it's presented, how easy it is to blend, how well it just contours your face, your features, without leaving these harsh marks or really heavy shadows. I mean, it just looks very, very natural. I absolutely love Victoria Beckham Beauty products. The way that she is doing and developing her makeup is amazing and so easy to use too. For eyeshadows, honestly, I haven't been using too many eyeshadows except for these YSL eyeshadow quad from their Valentine's collection or spring collection. It's so beautiful. It performs as per usual. The YSL eyeshadows are super blendable, velvety, just blurring. They are one of the best, very best in the market. I'm using a lot these 2 shades here more than anything. These all over above the crease and this one on the mobile lid. And then I go with either this shade or with this shade Mauve Sucre from Chanel, or just simply adding a little bit of highlighter, this baby right here. And that's exactly what I did today. just use the 2 other shades from the YSL palette, and then this one right on the center and also my inner corner. For lipsticks, I do have a few things. I'm using a combination of the Chanel Rouge Coco Balm in the shade Honey Bliss, and this is on the Brilliant formula. That's why it does have the cap a little bit different than the quote-unquote regular cap, the one that doesn't have that translucency. So when it has this translucent cap is the Brilliant formulation, which it has a little bit of not necessarily shimmer. This one has a little bit of shimmer, but it's just a little bit more sparkly, and I feel even more pigmented, which I like even more than the regular, again, quote-unquote formulation. And then over top, I'm using Sweet Iris. I'm pretty sure this is the shade Sweet Iris 091 Lip Maximizer by Dior. You may think it's a deep shade, but it's not. It's like such a beautiful shade. It gives me those icy kind of vibes, which is super trendy for 2025. And then whenever I want to do just something super simple, I go with the Hourglass Phantom lipstick. This one is in the shade number 75, I think it is, Wonder, which is more of like a corally kind of tone, and it shows so well on my lips, so beautiful. Or just grab my La Mer lip treatment. Again, another OG product that I rock and roll it all the time. And the last product that I want to talk about is the Owala water bottle. This is great. If it wasn't for Mia, that she has one, and we were actually in Hawaii in the road to Hana, and I didn't have water, and I'm like, here, you need some water. And she's like, here, Mom. I was like, I don't like to drink my water like this from, like the opening of the bottle. I like a straw. And she's like, oh, don't worry, Mom. And then push up. And she's like, sip. I'm like, sip where? And I was going to go like this. And she's like, no, Mom, just sip. Just like that. And it does have a straw inside, which is just perfect. So I had to purchase one in the perfect colors for me, because I like kind of these colors. I love pink, I love lilac tones and all of that. So that's it, my friends. These were my favorites for the month of January. I would love to hear from you. Which are the things, whether material things or things that you have done that you're loving so much? Let's continue that conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell. Do not forget to check Legit Grails if you're thinking to purchase something right now, that there are so many good sales for the Lunar New Year and you want to have a peace of mind. Check them out, because the authentication process was so fast, so smooth, so seamless. Highly recommend to have that peace of mind. If you are on Instagram and TikTok, come and follow me there. And if you're not done watching my content, I will suggest these other 2 videos. See you then. Bye-bye.
Entre as ruas, já não vejo mais meus horizontes. Cidade nua, dentro de mundo calmo.